And greed is going to say, that's not enough. I got all my things done and I want to do a little bit more. And that's where greed's waiting to ambush you. You're not going to be content with enough because you didn't plan for enough. The low of your daily range is the least that you get done. And you're going to be content with that if you're thinking correctly. If you're not, what adversary is waiting for you at that reflection at the end of the day before you go to sleep? Fear. Fear is waiting to ambush you. It wants to take sleep and rest and contentment away from you, because it's going to rise its ugly head and say, when you lay your head down tonight, yeah, you may have got this done. Yeah, you might have done that, but you didn't do this. Remember how you wanted to do this? Remember that one person on the internet that said you couldn't do something, and you thought to yourself, I'm going to do it just to show them. And you didn't do it. You didn't do it. So you really didn't do enough, did you? And you're going to be fearful that in other people's eyes that don't really care about you, they don't want to see you succeed. They do not want to see you doing better than them. So they're going to try to take your attention away from what you should be focusing on. So you fail or you stay slowed down. And if you allow it, it'll steal your joy. It'll steal your contentment. It'll bleed over into the next day. And you'll worry about yesterday's daily candle. See, yesterday's daily candle had the same type of things. What you did yesterday at the highest level of productivity, that's your high. That's what you got done. But see, it flips here. Yesterday's most productivity, fear's waiting for you there. Same thing. You're going to feel like yesterday, what you did yesterday wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. And the low of everything that you got done, greed's going to say, you should have done more. You should have done more. Sure, you saw somebody online, they inspired you to take a trade. Oh, this guy on the internet's been pretty consistent about where he says it's going to go. Look at that. It went there. He stopped talking. He's no longer giving any opinion about what's going to happen. But I got time. My account's ready to be traded. Here, let me just go and do it. Because I didn't do enough. Instead of waiting for another day of opportunity. Not being impulsive. That's a superpower. Being patient. That's a superpower as a trader. Tomorrow's daily candle. Tomorrow's daily candle, much like we talked about today's candle and yesterday's candle for productivity. Tomorrow, what you're aiming to do is what you can do. Realistically, given all things being equal, nothing unforeseen that comes in and causes complete disruption. This is what you plan to do. And that's all that you need to get done. And you will have a good, productive, highly optimal outcome for the day. And guess what that does? If you limit yourself to what you know you realistically can do, you're not out here saying, I'm going to make 200 handles in NQ. I want to do it. And because I want to do it, I should be able to do it. You don't do that. Don't do that. You're looking for one good setup that your risk can be defined in low percentage, in high odds likelihood, low resistance liquidity conditions, waiting for time of day, aiming for easy draw on liquidity. It's obvious. And you get that and you stop. And you discover what contentment feels like. because you hit your goal, your productivity goal, you made money, you managed risk, and no one can say anything bad about it. So why would you offer it to the social media? Nobody's going to agree with you that you should have just stopped there. Why didn't you trade at this point? Why didn't you hold on to it this long? Why did you only trade that many contracts? Why didn't you trade this market instead? That's what the enemy does. That's what he does. He creeps in there, sounds like a friend talking to you, giving you advice, giving you a little nudge like, hey man, that was pretty good, but why didn't you do this? By aiming for what you can reach for and easily obtain, you conquer, you master, and subdue greed. That's tomorrow's problem. That's easily conquered by having a plan of action. The low of tomorrow's daily candle of productivity. That is where all your time-wasting things are going to be. And you need them to be at the lowest level of your attention, desire, or focus. That means X, Discord rooms, Instagram, keeping up with the Joneses. What level of drama is happening today? What did that guy say about that guy? What is she wearing today? How many times did she show her rear end? But she's still in the gym, but she ain't got her butt fixed yet. Hello! Typical ICT trader response. And when you master tomorrow's daily range of productivity, when you go to sleep and you close that daily candle tomorrow, you're going to sleep soundly. You're going to sleep so good because you wrestled every demon. You put them underfoot. Your boot is on their neck. Nobody can say you didn't do what you planned to do. Nobody can tell you that you had all the wrong plan in motion and you didn't execute. That's an easy way to fall asleep comfortably. You won't worry about yesterday's candle not being good enough. You didn't do enough. And because of that, you're going to feel like a failure. You're going to feel like you missed things. You feel like you didn't do enough. I'm not that impressive to people going on to social media and looking at me. If I reply to someone, they're going to ask me, what did you do? What am I going to be able to say? You say nothing to them. You don't pay their bills. You don't feed them. They don't do that for you. Their opinion doesn't matter. It does not matter. So many of you today, all of you, live by the moment to have approval from people that you don't care about and they don't care about you. But you're so uncomfortable because you're unorganized. If you make your day structured where your focus and attention is not allowed, it's not allowed to be diverted with nobodies. You're not giving opportunity, invitation to people that are broke, morally and financially broke, and you're allowing these people to speak to you, to speak into your existence and your time and steal from you. They're not robbing you. You're passing by willingly. You walk down that alley. They didn't even ask you for your wallet. You said, you know what you look? You look like you want all my stuff. Here, take it all. Take everything. You want my shoes? You want a wallet? Here's my ATM card. Here's my PIN number. Go to the bank. Enjoy yourself. Here's the keys to my ride. Enjoy yourself. That's what social media does. And you don't recognize it. But you let it discourage you. You let it depress you and steal from you and divert your attention from the things that you can do. From the things that you can accomplish that betters you. And that is not selfishness. That is not selfishness. It is absolutely dialed in, focused, principle living. You're saying, no, you will not have my time. No, you will not have my attention. You bring nothing to me. You don't build me up. I am not going to give you any more. And you simply turn them off. And you divert your attention to what do you have to do right now to make tomorrow better than you are today. It's simple. See, everybody else that doesn't think like this